Dad, you are too intense. Wise words and truthful words from my oldest son. Just the other day, we were talking about just protocols and how to navigate through summer together so that everybody gets to do the things that they want to do and enjoy each other, but the overall experience together. And he said, even his friends think that I'm a pretty serious guy. And so here's what I'm going to share. All my life I've been told, that I've been intense in things that I did, when I was younger, intense in coaching, just youth sports, intense with my clients, intense with my business. And that's just me. Not everybody wants to go down that hard line, hard road all the time. Not everybody wants to move the needle like so far forward in their business, but we're all on a different path, and we're all connected in the sense of trying to support one another in terms of areas of growth, both personally and professionally. And so right now we're seeing a lot of people that are struggling inside of real estate. They're not used to lack of business. They're not used to having to get back to a space where they feel momentum, because they've had this natural momentum that has been relatively easy. And I'm not trying to take away from, the day-to-day processes and day-to-day situations that agents have had over the last 5, 6, 7 years, but it's been natural. The market went up. Homes were easy to sell. Business was funneling in at a pretty record-setting pace, but the agents weren't forced to intensify their business. Broker owners, leaders of teams were not forced to, get very, very specific and intensify their leadership. And now we're seeing the result of that, because a lot of people have abandoned what they did to get busy in the first place when they first got started with building their momentum. A lot of people abandoned, the intensity that they hold true to themselves. And intensity can take you places. And intensity can be defined any which way for you. It's up to you in your own personal path. But when you're stepping back and staying back in a space that's really not where you want to be, and we all have them. I've got my own personal spaces that I need to intensify, my own personal spaces that I need to level up on, my own personal spaces that I've, abandoned in certain ways that I look to improve on and really create what it is that I desire. And so, is it time that you find a space of intensity for your business? Is it a place and space of, your business cultivation, your lead generation, your systems, your processes, finding that leverage? Is it a place and space in your leadership that you need to get a little bit more intense with so that you can have the outcomes that you have been having and beyond? I don't think that you just want to stay in the exact same space, because those that are staying in the same space, whether it's their own business goals, their own life goals, or they're not making the changes right now, are going to have some serious repercussions, and it's already being seen, and it's not going to stop anytime soon. So when you think about, your week ahead, when you think about winding down the summer, when you think about, where it is that you want to go for the remainder of 2023 and 2024, how intense do you need to be? And if you don't know the answer to that, what is it that you need to do in order to experience and create that which you desire? And people often ask about, the coaching and whatnot, what that looks like. Here's the thing, there's piles of people that can support you. There's key questions to ask yourself right now. What is it that you want to create? What is it that you want to create in your business? What is getting in the way of you doing the things that you want to do with the people that you want to do them with, both inside and outside of business? Number 2, where is it that you need to focus on the most, and what is that ideal outcome looking like in terms of the gap between the two? Number 3, why is it that you're doing it? And I'm not talking about the great big why and everything else, but Who are you playing for? Are you playing for yourself? Are you playing for your family? Are you playing for your charity? Are you playing for your community or your church, whatever it might be? And what are you willing to sacrifice in order to get what you desire? What is it that you're truly willing to sacrifice in order to get what you truly desire and deserve? And when you look at the coaching side of things, really it comes down to accountability. So who, what, and how are you being held accountable? Are you doing it yourself, or do you have somebody else that's doing it? If you can answer, all of those questions, I'm going to suggest that you probably don't need a coach. But I'll also suggest that I don't know anybody on this human being, on this planet, any other human being whatsoever, including myself, that can answer those questions 100% of the time. So some food for thought is you get a little bit more intentional and maybe a little bit more intense in your business. Talk soon.